Hello, good morning, friends. So today we are going to take a topic which is the tires. So tires are a part of an automobile. Basically, we know that you produce power, you produce power at the engine, you produce power at engine. This power, is transmitted via clutch. You have got clutch. So you have got a clutch. So via clutch it is transmitted to the gearbox first. To the gearbox first. From the gearbox you have got a propeller shaft, and from the propeller shaft you transmit it to differential. You transmit it to differential, and from the differential there are split axle shafts. Split axle shafts which transfers the rotary motion to the wheels, and wheels are the last part where the power is being transmitted. That is, you are getting what I'm saying, that you are producing rotary motion, and this rotary motion is finally transferred at the wheels, and you get the necessary movement. You get necessary movement. You get necessary speed. You get necessary movement. You get necessary speed due to the power that is developed by the engine. So this is the very first part, and these wheels are the is the last part in the system where the we are that is giving a power to the wheels, power to the vehicle, and propelling the vehicle in a forward direction. So the wheels are used in the automobile. Whatever automobile you just consider, they are used in automobile to move along road easily. So the main aim to provide the tires on the wheel is that we want less force of friction between the vehicle and the road. Vehicle and the road, and wheel along the tire has to take the vehicle load and should provide the cushioning effect, and also give you the steering control. Give you the steering control. So what are the different kinds of the the most prominent types of the tires that are being used? So they are disc wheel type, they are pressed disc wheel type, which are used in the light motor vehicle. So generally the outer part of rim is welded to the disc, and a separate cover is provided on the wheel disc. So a tire with a tube or tubeless tire rests on the rim, and still it is performs the function of the spoke. So generally, why we need tires is that to carry the load, to provide the cushioning effect, we to ensure that yes, we assume that there is a wear, but that should be uniform wear. There should be non-skidding. Then there should be low rolling resistance for less power consumption. So less power consumption means your vehicle is going to move at a greater distance. Minimum noise. We also don't want noise. We want a comfortable ride. We want durability of the vehicle. We want static and dynamic balance in the automobile. So what are the different kinds of the tires? So there are different kinds of tires, no doubt. But very first part of the tire, which I am just telling you here, is the first one is the conventional tubed tire. You can see over here is the conventional tube tire. I just can make it more clear. So this is the conventional tubed tire. So what does a conventional tube tire consist of? That conventional tube tire consists of the inner tube. You have got an inner tube, then over which we have got a fabric. This fabric is called as ply. Just understand what I am telling. This fabric is called as ply. So we have got number of plies. We have got number of plies, that is if I just take example of motor car, that is car, so this fabric has got 4 to 6 plies, 4 to 6 plies. Then if I take into consideration the truck, the truck has got a truck has got 22 plies. Then the earth movers, if I take example of the earth movers, the earth movers will have 24 to 26 plies. So you can understand the how the plies are increased as the load increases. So here you can see that load has increased, load has increased. So this is a very important question from MCQ point of view, that what are the number of plies in a car, what are the number of plies in the truck, what are the number of plies in the earth mover. So plies, they are the actually a fabric, they are actually the fabric which is placed over the inner tube, placed over the inner tube. So if we see the inflated rubber tube, so it generally consists of the main two parts, the rubber casing. So we have got no doubt about inner case, the inner tube, but above that we have got a rubber casing, and this casing is made of the 4 to 6 layers of fabric. This casing is made to 4 to 6 layers of case, that is fabric. This is known as ply, this is known as ply. So 4 to 6 means if it is a car, 4 to 6, if it is truck it is 22, if it is the earth mover it is 24 to 26, 24 to 26. So this each layer is that is when I say it is a ply. What is a ply? Basically it is made of fabric. It should be very clear to you that this is made of fabric. This made, the ply is made of fabric, ply is made of fabric. And this each layer is a sheet wound on cotton or a nylon impregnated with a rubber. So see how the fabric is made. It is that is, oh, it is a cotton. Just understand the words over here. It is a cotton or nylon, nylon impregnated, nylon impregnated with a rubber. So the conventional tube tire, you can see you have got an inner tube. Above the inner tube, you have got the casing. The casing consisting of ply, and ply is made of the fabric. And fabric means what the fabric contains of contains. The fabric contains cotton or nylon impregnated with rubber. Then what are the number of plies we have here? For the car it is 4 to 6, for truck 22, earth movers 24 to 26. So when we are increasing the number of layers, that is plies, the strength of the that is the casing, the tire increases, the strength of the is increased. Then at the outer part of this ply we have got tread. So just the outer part. So the outer part here, the outer part. So if the tube tire, this is, if I say this is the outer part. So here at the outer part, at the outer part, you have got the uh, second important part in the tube tire, that is the tread. You have got, this is the tread, the outer part, tread. So tread is the portion that actually comes, this actually comes in contact, this actually comes in contact with the road, and it improves tire's ability to transmit driving and the braking torque. And tread is a bonded on the casing. So second part again I am telling, I am just writing over here, this is a tread and this is a bonded. Just remember what is being done, this is bonded over casing. So if you see the conventional tire, we have got a tube. So above the tube we have got the casing. The casing has got ply. Above the ply we have got a tread which is bonded over the casing. Over the casing. So material which are used for the treads are natural, that is natural or synthetic rubber. Just understand, the treads are made of natural or synthetic rubber, or synthetic rubber. You have got natural rubber or you have got synthetic rubber. Just understand, synthetic rubber रहेगा या तो natural rubber रहेगा. Then certain fillers. So in addition to that, on in the trade, you are certain fillers are added. So just let you know what are the fillers. So these filler materials are carbon black, carbon black, then sulfur. So carbon blacks and sulfur, they are added to the rubber to make the trade which is bonded over the casing. Just so these things I want to tell you regarding the conventional tubed tire. So this is already included here. I just included here. So the casing can be made of 4 to 6 layer of fabric, that is called as ply. I already told you. So it is a nylon impregnated rubber. I already told you. Then the motors car tires 4 to 6 ply, heavy duty tires 20 to 22 plies. Then earthmovers more than 24, and the tread is the portion which that comes in the contact. And yes, tread is bounded to the casing, and the material already told to you. And now again inside the that is casing, we have number of coils which are bronze plate wires which retain this tire on the rim, which is called as bits. You can see here there are wires being around, wires in the casing, the wires in the casing, these wires. So number of coils, wires means there are coils of bronze plated wires which retain this tire on the rim, is they are called as blades. So the plies of cords are fastened to them and serve the metal foundation of the tire. So see, this is the tire itself acts as a composite material. So it has got rubber, so it has got a nylon impregnated rubber. Then it has got the certain filler materials, the carbon black, the sulfur, to make it harden abrasion. And addition to that, we have got the coils of bronze plated wires on this tire. So if you just burn the tire, you can, the remains of the tire burn, after the burning, they are these bronze plated wires. So in addition, if we are adding additional cords there on the around the bead wire, they are called as flippers. Then we most often come to know the tubeless tires. So what are the tubeless tires? So the material of the, I can again tell you, the material and design is same as the conventional tire, conventional tube tire. The conventional tube tire has got a tube first of all. Yeah, it has got a tube, but here you have got a tube here. But in the tubeless tire, we don't have that tube. Instead, we have the casing. इसमें क्या करते हैं? We have got a casing. So it is very clear. The tires have casing, the tires have beads, tires have treads. So here we have got a casing. This casing is lined with soft rubber lining. Soft rubber lining which forms an airtight seal with the rim. Airtight seal with the rim, and the lining retains the air and seal itself if it is punctured. So the repairs of these tires, the tubeless tires, is very easy as compared to the repairs of the conventional tube tires. So nowadays the cars which we have, they are tubeless tire. They don't have tube inside. They don't have tube inside, uh, and uh, uh, and they are mostly used. They are see they are maintenance free. They don't get punctured often. If overall if they get punctured, so they can be repaired very fast. So you can see the tubeless tire over here. I just brought tubeless tire over here. So you can see here the trade. Here you can see the casing. So this is the casing, and you have got in the casing we have got the plies. You have got the ply. So this is what. So the material. So difference between the tubeless tire and the conventional tire is that we have got an inner tube here, and in the tubeless tires we have got the that is the inside of the casing lined with soft rubber. So the advantages of the tubeless tires are it deflates very slowly. So you know that if you have got a conventional tire, it punctures very easily, and the air which is inside the tire goes outside, and just you have to stop your vehicle. But this tire it deflates very slowly. You can walk. It can just travel some kilometers, 10 to 15, 20, 30 kilometers, sometimes 50 kilometers on that, because it deflates very slowly. So that see in the region when you are traveling with your vehicle, you get a roadside repairer where you can repair the tire. So earlier some 15 20 years you might have come across the number of cars which had got their that is tire deflated and had problems. But nowadays, since I have told you that they have got tubeless tires, so the car keeps running only when the shop repairer comes, the shop where the tires are repaired comes, it will stop and get it repaired. So it's easily mounted on the rim. It has got better air sealing, more resistance to impact load. Then questions is that how the tires are specified. So tires are specified by its width. So at the widest point when the tire is inflated to the correct pressure. So what is its width? So the we should know the width. So what is the width? Width of the tire. So this portion, I can just tell you this portion. I'm just telling you this portion. This portion, telling this portion from here to here. You can see this is the width. So what is the this is inflated, totally inflated. अगर inflated है पूरा अगर inflated है, so this is called as width. फिर से मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ width of tire, ये समझ लो. Width of tire, it is totally inflated. This is the width of the tire, you should know. Then diameter, it is when I say diameter, so you have got a that is a you have got a tire, and you have got this tire is wheel is tire is mounted on the rim. So the when I say diameter, it is same as the rim diameter. Then there are certain code numbers, so I can just tell you one of the things over here, how that is being given. Yes. What are the other things? So there is an aspect ratio, that is a ratio between the tire section height and that the tire section width, h by w, h by w. So this is okay, previous one. So you can see here this is a width, and here this comes out to be its height. Just marking the height now. I'm just marking the height now. This is the height. दिस इज द हाइट, जस्ट आई एम मार्किंग दिस इज द हाइट। ये देखो टायर का क्या रहता है, विड्थ रहती है, ये दिस इज द विड्थ एंड दिस द हाइट। So the ratio, what I'm telling you, the ratio between the section height, this height and the width is called as the aspect ratio. This aspect ratio is also has to be is mentioned. Then there is another component which is mentioned for the tire specification is the load index. So what is the load that the vehicle can carry? It just give you what is the vehicle load that is being carried. Then there is a speed symbol. There is a speed symbol. So what speed the vehicle can run? What speed the vehicle can run? Just I will give you example now over here how the specification is being given. We are just taking the example now how the specification is given. So if I see, say the specification mentioned is 145 oblique 70 R 12 69 and S. So what does all this mean? So the very first one, that is 145. When I say this is mentioned as a 145, this is the nominal section, that is a nominal section width, nominal section width. ये नॉमिनल सेक्शन विड्थ है, देखो ये स्पेसिफिकेशन जस्ट सी प्रॉपरली। 145 लिखा है, नॉमिनल सेक्शन विड्थ है। देन 70 इज द नॉर्मल और नॉमिनल एस्पेक्ट रेशियो, नॉमिनल एस्पेक्ट रेशियो आपको बताया मैंने, अभी ही बताया हूँ, हाइट by the width of the tire. Then R, this is the component which is giving you how is the construction. The construction is radial. So how is the construction? This gives you how the construction is. What is the construction of the tire? The radial hai, cross ply hai, so that is construction. Then is the is given is the 12. This is the 12. So 12. This is the rim diameter. This is the rim diameter. This is the rim diameter in inches. This is the rim diameter in inches. Then you have got the 69. The 69, ये आपको 69 दिख रहा है. This 69 is the load index. We have got various load index. We have got various load index. So 69 means it can carry up to the load such as up to 325 kg, 325 kg. Then you have got this S over here. So S gives you the speed symbol, speed symbol, and we have got various speed symbols. जैसे A अगर लिखा है वहाँ पे, so you have got it has got speed of 1 to 5 kilometer per hour. The tire should be run at 1 to 5 kilometer per hour. If it is D, it is a 65 kilometer per hour. The tire should be run at 65 kilometer per hour. It is P, 150 kilometer per hour. If it is S as been shown over here, अगर S है, so that means and can run up to 180 kilometer per hour. So now it is very clear now. If you get the specification of the tire like this, so you can say this 145 is the nominal section width in mm. Again, just this is in mm. ये mm में width है. 150 रहेगा पहले, तो it is nominal section width. So nominal section width, where you are getting the nominal section width, हमको कहाँ पे मिलेगा nominal section width? So this is a section width over here. You can see the section width over here. यहाँ पे आपको section width मिलेगा, ये section width है. सेक्शन हाइट कहाँ पे मिलेगा, दिस इज सेक्शन। एस्पेक्ट रेशियो बोले तो हाइट डिवाइडेड बाय विड्थ, हाइट डिवाइडेड बाय विड्थ, ओके यस। यू आर जस्ट गोइंग हियर। ये नॉमिनल एस्पेक्ट रेशियो आपको बता दिया हूँ मैंने, नॉमिनल सेक्शन विड्थ बताया है। आर इज द कंस्ट्रक्शन वे ऑफ द कंस्ट्रक्शन, 12 is the rim diameter in inches, 69, when I say 69, this is a load index, so what amount of load it can carry, and s is the speed symbol. If it is a, instead of s it is 1 to 5 kilometer per hour. If it is d, it is 65 kilometer per hour. It is p, 150 kilometer per hour, okay. So this is what is the specification of the tire that is being mentioned. Then let us look on the factors which affect the that is a tire performance. So there are certain factors which affect the tire performance. So it is the inflation pressure. So generally you need to use the inflation pressure as mentioned by the vehicle manufacturer. Generally you have got a vehicle, on your door of the vehicle, the pressures that are to be maintained in the rear wheel and the front wheels is being given. So it depends upon the tire size, tire type, but generally whatever vehicle purchase, generally at the doors, when you open the door, at the lower side of the door, you can find out the specification of the inflation pressure. So what does the under inflation, if you have got your tire under inflated, what happens? So if you have got under inflation, that has got following effects. What are the effects? What are the effects? So here you will get under inflation will cause the uneven tread wear, lack of direction stability, increased rolling resistance, excessive flexing of sidewalls, and wall may be ripped out due to puncture and your vehicle will. The over, what is the over inflation? So, but you are filling the tire with more pressure. So you are reducing the area of contact of the tread with the road. We are reducing the tire grip. We are reducing the impact resistance. So here, if your vehicle is doing vibration, that also may be the case that it is over inflation. So increased stresses. So this may cause the treads which are on the that is casing may separate, and therefore a crack may appear in your tires. So there may be problem of wheel alignment. Wheel alignment. Hmm. So this when you are that is going for the tires, your wheel should be aligned properly. That is your camber, caster, SAE, toe in and toe out should be properly matched with the specification that is given by manufacturer. Then manner of driving. So how, if you are roughly driving at a very high speed, then problems occur. So again you have to drive at proper speed. If you should not brake often, you should not accelerate fast, because it may cause the damage to your tires. Then there should be proper maintenance of the tire. So what we mean by proper maintenance, we have to weekly check how is the tire wear on the tires. You have to change the tire after 7,400 kilometer interval, and you should remove the various foreign bodies such as stone which is on the tires. So general method of tire changing, they say that you should change the tire. जैसे हमारे पास अगर जैसे वी हैव गॉट टायर्स, मेरे पास अगर टायर्स है, जस्ट आई जस्ट शो द टायर्स। अगर मेरे पास ये टायर, एक हो गया टायर, ये हो गया दूसरा टायर, आई हैव गॉट दिस फोर टायर्स, आई हैव गॉट फोर टायर्स, I have got four tires, and I have got a tire which is a spare. ये मेरा spare है. So what is to be done is that your spare tire, when you are just changing the tire, your spare tire, ये जो तुम्हारा ये spare tire है, your spare tire, this spare tire has to be changed with this, that this is to be removed. दिस इज टू बी रिमूव्ड। सो दिस टायर, ये जो टायर है ये यहाँ पे आ जाएगा, इसको यहाँ पे हम रिप्लेस करेंगे। ये टायर जो है ये यहाँ पे आ जाएगा, ये टायर जो है यहाँ पे आ जाएगा। आर यू अंडरस्टैंडिंग थिंग्स? एंड दिस फ्रंट टायर is just brought back as the spare. सो समझ रहे हैं आप? आपके पास जो स्पेयर टायर हम कहाँ लगाएंगे, ये यहाँ पे लगाएंगे। यहाँ का टायर कहाँ जाएगा? यहाँ पे जाएगा। ठीक है, यहाँ का टायर जो यहाँ पे आएगा, यहाँ का टायर कहाँ जाएगा? यहाँ जाएगा। यहाँ का टायर क्या जाएगा? फिर जाएगा स्पेयर के लिए। दिस इज हाउ द टायर चेंज कैन बी डन। टायर चेंज कैन बी डन। ओके।